If you look at the sales charts this year for BMW and Mercedes vehicle sales in Germany, one strange thing comes to mind. They don't have any vehicles listed in the top 20 best sellers for the entire year, except for the BMW i3, which sits in about 15th place. What that means, they're selling very small or smallish numbers of heaps of models. The only possible way for this to have happened is they're selling small numbers of at least 20 different models of car. That, my friends, is the very definition of inefficiency. And BMW and Mercedes, more than likely, are making a significant loss on all of those sales. When you look at the total sales numbers, the evidence of this fact is obvious. Ford have just taken first place in the German plug-in market in the month of October. And it's now rocketed up to third place for the entire year. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. It's great to see you. So far this year, Tesla is still sitting in first place for the year, January to October. Fiat 500e sits now in second place. Ford is in third with the Kuga plug-in hybrid, and Tesla is in fourth with the Tesla Model 3. Now, there is only a difference of 19 total deliveries between the Kuga plug-in hybrid and the Tesla Model 3. But still, this is quite a surprising result, you have to say. And it also means that there isn't a Volkswagen vehicle of any type, the Volkswagen Group of any type, in the first 4 best-selling vehicles for the entire year so far when it comes to EVs or plug-in hybrids. In the month of October, electric cars represented 17% of all vehicles sold. However, if you include plug-in hybrids, the number was 32%. There was 35,800 fully electric vehicle registrations last month for fully electric cars. And plug-in hybrid sales had a big increase of 35% versus the previous month, all for one very good, very compelling reason. And the plug-in hybrid Ford Kuga is doing really well for that exact same reason. And there's also the same reason, which will mean it will not even place in the top 10 vehicle sales next year, probably at any point. The subsidies. Now, as of next year, plug-in hybrids won't get any subsidies at all in Germany. So people are buying them now because they're aware of the fact that they won't get the discount next year. It's a pretty big deal. I mean, we're talking 6,000 euros per car. So right now, let's say you bought a plug-in hybrid Kuga for, say, 35,000 US dollars. You're really getting it for 29,000. That's a big discount that won't be around next year. However, plug-in hybrids had 32,000 registrations in October, 15% market share. Fully electric cars, of course, had a bit more with 17% market share. Next year, though, plug-in hybrids, in my view, in my opinion, most likely, and in the opinion of other experts, will die very, very quickly. Now, they've already been dying in terms of market share this year in Europe. Declining sales, even in a market where they're getting incentives. Imagine a market where they're not getting incentives, sales will decline even faster. October's 32% plug-in vehicle share, according to Clean Technica, kept the year-to-date score at 29%, 16% electric. So obviously electrics have gone up a little bit over the past few months to 17%. So there's the reason, the fundamental biggest reason why the Ford Kuga plug-in hybrid came first in October this year. However, it didn't come first by a very big margin. It beat the fully electric Fiat 500e by a total of 31 deliveries. The Volkswagen ID3 was in third place with 2,160. The Cupra Formentor plug-in hybrid was in fourth with 1,942. The Volkswagen ID4 in fifth with 1,701. And then the Tesla Model Y was in sixth with 1,622 deliveries, and the Model 3 in seventh with 1,563 deliveries. However, keep in mind, this is a down month for Tesla, of course. They'll have a bounce back month next month. The reason being, no Chinese vehicles were sold in Germany for the month of October at all. They're waiting for shipments to come from China. Now, as you can see from this full list, There is no vehicles from Toyota in this list, none at all in the top 20. There is no vehicles at all in the top 20 from Nissan. There are no vehicles at all in the top 20 from Mazda. There's no vehicles at all here in the top 20 from Subaru. There's no vehicles in the top 20 here from Honda. The only Japanese automaker with a top 20 place was the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross plug-in hybrid, which came in around 10th place. But of course, with plug-in hybrid incentives disappearing next year, more than likely that one won't even make it in the top 20 at any point next year as well. That's what I predict anyway. And what does this mean? Well, this list we're looking at, this is the future of the automotive industry. Remove the plug-in hybrids from this list and just look at these electric cars. That's the future of the industry. That's where we're going. In 5 years' time, this will only be electric cars. This will only pretty much represent the entire German auto market. We won't be saying plug-in vehicles. We'll just be saying the German auto market. Now, Cleantech had an interesting thing to say, which I don't agree with, but we'll see. They said many different EVs will fight to profit on the 2022 version of the electric and plug-in car incentives in Germany. So you can expect to see a high number of pre-registered units sitting on dealer lots in January, waiting for a buyer, and a wider sales hangover during Q1 2023. Now, when they said that, they also spoke about Tesla, saying in particular, the case of Tesla, this is the main reason why it is focusing its European deliveries on Germany, even at the cost of starving other European markets. Now, I don't actually believe that's true. Sounds like an anti-Tesla hyperbole to me, but we will see. I believe that Tesla will actually sell more vehicles, significantly more over the next few months, simply due to one thing: ramping production of the electric cars in China and, of course, in Germany, where they're trying to ramp production of the Model Y right now. Now, one other thing that I noticed was interesting here is that the Volkswagen Group don't have a single electric car in the top 4 best-selling EVs or plug-in hybrids for the first 10 months of this year. They do have the Cupra Formentor plug-in hybrid with 13,000 sales in 5th place, but obviously they're going to lose that 5th place next year, and that will mean they'll be fighting it out with the ID4 and the ID3, which are currently sitting in 7th and 8th place. The other thing to note here is that there is not a single Mercedes-Benz vehicle in the top 20 selling EVs or plug-in hybrids for the first 10 months of this year. Put those 10 months together, Mercedes isn't in the list. Not even a single model in the top 20. And the thing is, this is pretty damning, because look at the Dacia Spring down in 20th place. 8,273 deliveries. That means Mercedes haven't delivered more than 8,200 of any model of electric or plug-in hybrid vehicle in Germany so far this year. I was shocked to see these results. Frankly, I thought Mercedes was more all in on EVs. They're saying they're going to be EV only in 2030, which is a good thing, really good. But where are they? Why aren't they delivering cars? What's going on? The other thing that surprised me is that when you look at this list, BMW, they've been talking a lot about EVs lately, talking a lot about how they're making so many EVs, but they only have one car here listed, the BMW i3, sitting in 14th place with 9,520 deliveries for the first 10 months of the year, meaning they've delivered less than 1,000 per month, or around about 240 per week in Germany of the BMW i3. That's their best-selling EV. They don't have any other electric car that they've produced more than 8,000 of for the entire year. So maybe BMW and Mercedes aren't taking electric cars as seriously as we thought, which all comes down to one thing. That is that really, if that's true, then hey, Tesla have an easier road than what we thought. Clearly, Tesla are doing everything they can to ramp production in Germany. Maybe the competition isn't. So for them, that would be a good thing. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.